Hello everybody and welcome back to Radio Redux. It is I, Kevin, and I am joined once again by the notorious Pirate Lord, known as Urtheart. Hello Urtheart.
Yarg.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the upgrade.
During the upgrade, the notorious Pirate Lord. Notorious Pirate Lord, everybody.
Pirate Captain to Pirate Lord. I mean, guess that just means I've got more than one ship.
Oh, it just means that you're in the Brethren Courts.
True.
And you get to discuss important things in Tortuga, like zoning and
Permits.
And, permits and planning permission and stuff like that. Do you wish to raise a mast? Well, I'm afraid you need to get the proper paperwork done before you continue. It has been a while, hasn't it? It's been
Just
a while
for
stuff because stuff's been a happening.
This is true.
And it was a bit dodgy as to whether or not we'd be doing one today, but we're braving the need to close windows and doors.
Well, you are. I don't mind the heat.
I mean, but I don't need the neighbours hearing me yell into a microphone and stuff. I mean, they probably do anyway. Let's be honest. But let's just we're braving a reduction in the lack of circulation of colder air. We're basically Julian K-ing this.
We're braver than them.
Yeah. So if you hear a vague whir in the background, it is a fan. It is vaguely positioned in the direction of my back, in the hope that I won't just perish. Although some may find that state more appealing, I think. But yeah, we are here to discuss nothing in particular. I mean, it's a show. We're getting to do one. Fun. It's very much it's very much unplanned. It's a bit of a catch up. We'll tell you some stories, and then you'll all tune in 5 minutes before Rexy starts, and then that'll be the end of it.
For those of you that
you won't hear any of this. You won't hear any of this. If you're one of the many people that started downloading Radio Redux the other day, by the way, hi.
Yes, we are grateful.
We are grateful and also very confused why we suddenly had a humongous increase in Radio Redux.
And if you're one of the single-digit people that do watch this live because you're insane, you're welcome and thank you. And please donate your blood tributes to.
Yeah, if you're one of the people forced to press play. And then stick around. Thank you very much indeed. It's like I say, it's interesting that we did have we've had a problem on the Last Minute Continue website recently, which we thought was DDoS for a bit, and we had to put Guard Ezio had to put the server into attack mode. So oh crap, we're under attack, and do something. And that sort of did something, but we think it might have been I was just too damn good at putting like churning out the TSSZ news conversions during a period of time, plus the stuff that was happening with Radio Redux's demand, and it was just the server was just recalibrating all the things that connect to each other within the database for like a really long time.
Oh dear.
Yeah, there's a lot, and quite a lot of those posts, even though they're private, they are like reaching out for stuff which isn't there. So there's a lot of actual demand on stuff, which is one of the reasons I need to get through the TSSZ news posts, because every single one of them it's looking for an image which isn't there. And we're just shy of dipping under 5,000 posts still to do. So that's still 5,000 posts which are reaching out to nothing. Plus the content of them are reaching out to nothing. And we reckon that's doing something. But it was very interesting. Very interesting week of complete contrasting nonsense going on. I was shown a graph by Ezio. And
yes, I think you showed it to me as well.
Yeah, it was like something like, what's it been in like the last like month or so? It was like, or since the beginning of the year or something. And it was like, how many inquiries? 5.6 million. What? What? And every figure, the server's saying one thing, Jetpack saying another thing. The other page counter widget that's on there is saying a completely other thing. Nothing's saying the same thing. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. But whenever has the Last Minute Continue website, to be honest with you. But yeah, so that's been a little bit of a panic. But like I say, I've got rid of what in the last week, like 400 TSSZ news posts has been converted. I'm currently working through the inside the pages ones, which means I've got to find all the goddamn previews for the Archie comics.
Well, good luck on
that one. If you're wondering why I'm doing this and it just didn't automatically go boop, there it is, because the TSSZ news domain name went out of security. The security certificate expired. When it came to putting the posts into Last Minute Continue, every time it reached out to say, grab this from here, it came back with, but that's not got a security certificate, so you can't do that, which is great. So all the images have to be done manually for all 20,000 posts. So it's wonderful. They're still there. They're still there because Tristan's got the website up. But every single one of them, if you go into like Chrome and then go, this, and it'll start to download the image. It'll go, well, are you sure you want to do that? Please click here to say keep. And 20,000 posts, man. It's it's 20,000 posts, and it's a thankless ask entirely because no one will give a shit when I do it when it's done. But it's important.
Just like TSSZ then.
It's important that it's important to have that part of the community still there and stuff archived. But because things change.
They do change.
Things change within the
community world.
Yeah, but speaking of, because people come and people go, and we'll take this opportunity to wish a very nice last show to our own Stephen Colbert, Gavi, who has decided to the next Saturday Night Sega, whenever that is. It wasn't this week. But
yes.
The next one coming, which might be next Saturday, will be the last one after 500 and something shows.
Yeah, or at least the last normally scheduled one. I think he said he still might do the odd
special. I suspect for events and stuff there'll be a special, then and Glitch will materialise every now and then. I know he's been having tech woes, which has been like not the final straw, but it's been a pretty big straw for the poor guy. So this is the thing, you see, people. It's the right time to do some things, and sometimes the right time to do things is the thing of leaving, or the thing of doing what's best for you. See, like 4-year gap where Radio Redux wasn't around. Because that was the best thing to do. It really was.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, I'm sad to see him go. Although, to be fair, Saturday Night Sega is one I rarely get to tune into because it's so late for me, given my 4 a.m. starts.
Yeah, but super popular on Radio Sega. But like I say, we wish Gavi all the best.
And I still owe you a game of Code Vein, Gavi, even though the sequel doesn't have co-op now for some reason.
Hopefully, as I say, Gavi will find, because fandom changes too. How you appreciate something changes, quite a lot as you get older. How you look at things back when you were 20 is a lot different to when you look at it when you're 30, and a lot more different when you look at it at 40. You've had the world, the view of the world has influenced your outlook on things, and people have different experiences. People turn around and go, "Oh, I actually quite like that now," or "I actually I don't like that now." It's whatever is best for Gavi is the important thing at the end of the day. Whatever is best for Gavi, and
that's true. Well. That's true for everyone, really.
Yeah, I know that there's some other changes around happening. It's sort of that time, when there's this period of time where there's suddenly a bit of a not a changing of the guard, but
somewhere between that and just a minor event.
There's a movement. There's the tectonic plates of the fandom shift around. Speaking of tectonic plates shifting around, we have important news, everybody, regarding it says so himself in his Discord, the patriarch of the Sonic community, everybody. Sven Jocelyn is no more.
Yeah, this was a surprise.
I was like, what?
Point in time. Yeah,
I can understand why, because Sven, there is no such thing as a Sven Jocelyn anymore, I'm afraid. So do you know who he is? Well, I'm afraid you don't anymore. Sven has changed his surname. He's taken his wife's name as part of his surname, so he's now was it Sven Jocelyn Sim, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Not to be confused with Vija, which is Sims.
This is true.
Wait. Oh, hang on a second. Did Sven marry Phil as well?
No.
Phil's just over in America getting together like this fucking gauntlet full of the bloody what's his name?
Convention.
Yeah. Just all these people just like, yes, I have all the Infinity Stones now. It's that hat. But yes, that's nice. Lovely for him. Lovely for his wife. Lovely for his kids. And if that's
well, I assume his kids are taking the name as well. But who knows?
I'm assuming his kid is. I mean, I did check because I saw this on LinkedIn. It was I was just scrolling through, and it was like, what? And he hasn't said anything.
Yeah, no, exactly.
He hasn't said anything. I just messaged him on Discord and said, "Oh yeah, congratulations on the new main name bait." And it's like, "Oh yeah, thanks, Kev. Just like, I hope you're doing well." And it's like, I do hope he's doing well.
Yeah, exactly same. I'm sad that
him and Crystal are doing
well.
Him and Crystal are doing well.
Yeah.
But I did check, and Crystal is also Jocelyn Sim. So
yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, there's your news. There's your news. Sven Jocelyn is no more. Why isn't that a headline on Sonic Stadium? It should be important. It's important, damn it.
Because nobody knows his real name on there. They all know him as Dreadnux.
Dreadnux. Oh, well. But yeah, no, seriously. Well done, man. That's obviously, it's I say a big decision. It might have been quite an easy decision. You never know. But it does now mean he's got the initials SJS technically.
Yeah, I suppose it depends on
SJS. Maybe he can sign everything off as SJS. Like a really cool way.
I suppose if he includes his middle names in his initial signing, because...
so SVJS, if I remember rightly. I think it's
I don't know off the top of my head.
For some reason, I thought the joke was that it was Vigo. It is Vigo. I don't know. Anyway, he's not going to be listening to this. So, but anyway,
someone send this to Sven.
No, don't send it to Sven. Actually, yes. No, it's our tip. It's our tip to IGN. No, it's one of those things. I just looked at it and just I immediately just went, oh, that's a nice thing. But I think that's partly because obviously they're both, because his wife works at like Netflix now, doing stuff.
Oh, really?
Hmm. So I think it might be just from it might be just from a professional point of view. You never know. To be sort of seen equally on a professional. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? So it's their bloody business. But congratulations anyway.
Either way, we support them.
We support them. We like our friends doing decisions that make them happy.
Yeah.
Come on, get happy. Speaking of happy, everybody. I don't know why I'm pointing at the wall like I'm like addressing somebody. You there, books opposite me. Listen closely. Because there was wonderful news recently regarding your place of work, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
This is how long ago we've not talked to these people. This is
because it's not that recent.
I know, but it's good to remind people anyway, because I don't think we had talked.
Yeah, end of March, I think.
Was it end of March? Oh bloody hell! Don't tell me it was end of March. It wasn't the end of March, surely not.
End of March or early April, because it was only.
Wait, hang on a minute.
Mid-April. I basically know it was before May, because
it was the 17th of April.
Really, was that late?
Yeah, BAFTA.
But yes, okay.
We're talking about the BAFTAs, everybody.
Yeah. The gaming BAFTAs.
The gaming BAFTAs. Which used to be a different colour entirely, and now they've actually just given them, I think, just proper BAFTAs.
Yeah, they're the same kind of BAFTAs that everyone else gets.
Wasn't like a weird fluorescent bubblegum pink thing before or something, weren't they?
I don't know, because I've never been able to see one up close before.
I have seen one, and I'm pretty certain it was that this really hot pink plastic. it was like, what are video games like? I don't know. Stick some plastic on there.
I should really send you the photo of me holding it.
So. Oh yes, no, we should do that.
And you may be wondering, why is Urtheart holding a BAFTA? And that is because we won a BAFTA for, I believe, Best British Game at the BAFTA Awards for our game Atomfall. You
won the award for Last British Studio Standing.
I mean, also technically
almost technically true.
I mean, what have we lost? We've lost Codemasters, who are now part of EA.
I mean, how much of Tencent owns Rebellion?
None.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah. Oh no! The
last one standing.
There's literally an interview of Jason being asked, "What would it take for you to sell this studio?" I imagine it's a lot of money.
Ownership of Tencent.
No, Jason's response was, "Money's not enough."
And frankly, isn't that refreshing, everybody?
To a certain extent,
isn't that refreshing? But in all seriousness, Rebellion won a BAFTA for Atomfall.
Yeah, which I'm genuinely slightly surprised we won.
I think it was a bit of a surprise actually for that category, but it clearly got a lot of love from people.
Well, bear in mind that I don't think there's any user voting. It's all professional led, I believe.
So your peers were loved it. I'll tell you who also loves it, of course, is Radio Sega's own Greyfall. Greyfall's a big fan.
Greyfall. Gavi did play it on stream as well.
Oh, well, there we go.
So it's but I know Greyfall genuinely loves it. He's completed it multiple times. I don't know if he's got all the achievements yet, but he probably knows the game better than I do at this point, because I genuinely haven't played it that much. But yeah, it's there was quite a nice speech by Chris Kay. Normally Jason Kay does the speeches, but I believe he was busy that evening. But yeah, no. And then they brought the thing back. I will tell you, it is a heavy trophy. Well,
when Urtheart says K, by the way, he means Kingsley, but they refer to as the Ks.
I probably shouldn't say that in public, but
I think it's known.
It's a relatively well known, but the Jason and Chris Kingsley both own Rebellion together. They are brothers.
Brother.
Yeah, but they literally own the entire studio. Like, there's no shareholders or anything like that.
It's a privately owned endeavour.
Yeah. Jason...
Some of these people from Rebellion actually listen to this, so hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Where's my invite to come and do voice work for you? I can do a fantastic Jet the Hawk, which is no good to you at all. But...
yeah, Atomfall was very much like a project Jason had envisioned that he wanted. And one of the things that genuinely surprised me is, like, I've talked to quite a few people. It's like, it's cool that you're doing this Fallout thing, like you've completely made up this thing in the UK. It's like, no, it's based on a real event. And they just go, what do you mean it's based on a real event? It's like, the Windscale fire is a real thing that happened. It's a real nuclear disaster. And just everyone's like, wait, what?
That couldn't possibly happen. And it's like, yes, it could.
It could. Admittedly, there was quite a big government cover-up for it, and also...
No!
While it was considered a nuclear disaster, actually, thanks to some brave souls, the fallout of it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But, several people sacrificed their lives just to make that happen, so... but, there were still issues around the Cumberland area because of it. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, I can understand people younger than our generation never hearing of the Windscale disaster because. Yeah.
But there was a 20-year period where the Cumberland sausage glowed in the dark. It was most unfortunate. But still, if you wonder what they put inside cat's eyes, now you know.
The one of the funniest. But yeah, anyway, so yes, Atomfall won a BAFTA. They brought it back to studio. They allowed everyone in the studio, at least in the Oxford office, who could get there, to take a photo with the BAFTA. And
now everyone's got COVID. Yeah.
No, there was very strict instructions on how you could hold the trophy.
But everyone in the studio hold this thing is post 2019. It's kind of a well. Actually, hang on a second.
It was cleaned very thoroughly.
We need to microwave the BAFTA after every third person.
Here's one funny thing: we had to buy a new display cabinet. The trophy's so heavy that it it was breaking the existing floor.
Yeah, it's not IKEA proof.
No.
Okay, it's not gonna be But those things are as somebody who has also held a BAFTA in his time, along with various other awards which weren't mine. There's they are bloody heavy, and if that's just on a basic plate glass thing, that will just go straight through and through the next one. It'll pancake collapse is the proper term, if you're wondering.
Which, bearing in mind, some of the other trophies are literally made of glass in there, so that would not have gone down well. But thankfully they didn't. They never put it in that one because they knew
that's a kind of a bad thing. But anyway, that's nice.
So, congratulations to Rebellion. Atomfall's won a fair amount of awards. Quite a few it won for its accessibility options. There's some really, I forget which trophy they are now. There's these really nice trophies with like statues of angels on top. I'll need to remember where they're from. We won like 3 of those, which was interesting.
Oh, nice.
But obviously BAFTA's quite a prestigious one, and
historically, you've not done very well. I'm sorry about this, Rebellion people that are listening, but historically, you've not done very well at the BAFTAs.
No, we've been nominated. It's like
Sega. Sega have never done well at the BAFTAs, apart from in the category that they sponsor. And I'm just going to leave that there.
I mean, what is it? Next BAFTAs, they might have Alien Isolation 2 in there. Because again, that is a British-built game.
This is true. But, I mean, we don't know how long that's going to take to come out. I mean, by that time, GTA 6 will be out.
Yes, but I don't think that can be eligible for British awards.
Yes, but I remind you that this is the BAFTAs, and much like the Games Awards, whenever GTA seems to come up, the rules go out the window.
To a certain extent, true.
How many years in a row was like GTA 5 in like best game? Or it didn't win like best game before it came out, or something probably really stupid in the Game Award. It was like for some reason GTA is just like, even though nobody could be playing GTA, there could be a PowerPoint presentation with GTA written in Times New Roman on it, and that's just like one slide and they could submit that, and it would be shortlisted for half of these goddamn things.
But I mean, to be fair, like the actual entries into our category, there were some that I was just like, yeah, that's probably a long shot. But there are a couple in there. There's one in there that even I thought was just like, I'm kind of surprised that didn't beat us.
There was definitely a couple in there that there's a couple in there that punched above their weight, and there was a couple in there that was definitely, you know, as well. It was nice to see everybody kind of. The awards were, I think, because everyone was expecting what's it called?
Expedition 33.
Yeah, Expedition 33. I think everyone was expecting that to just run away with it because they had so many. But Dispatch won 3.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to playing Dispatch. I'm pushing it back because I've seen so many videos of it. I want to forget some details of it.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm interested in it, but I don't know if it's my type of game.
I don't think it's your type of game.
No,
I don't think it's your type.
You know, I'm genuinely quite glad Dispatch did so well. I didn't realise it was done by a. I didn't realise what studio had done it originally, but yeah.
I mean, the story of how Dispatch came to get published is kind of a fascinating one. Definitely, if you got the opportunity, there's probably some sort of making of somewhere.
Probably,
which goes into like the financial situation, how Critical Role got involved, and everything else. So,
I did not know about that.
I'm pretty certain it's Critical Role because they were doing the voices, and then there was a thing with like money and resources, and then they basically just turned around and went, we'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Because we believe in this so much, and proven right. Anyway.
But yeah, like generally, like the BAFTA ones have a decent spread. Like one of the other ones that won game design, which I was surprised Expedition 33 lost, was won by Blueprints, and I've played that game. It's not on my Game of the Year list, but it's a genuinely interesting game. Like something very different, and when it's beating out stuff like Expedition 33, Ghost of Yotai, and even Hades 2, which I enjoy Hades 2, but it is a bit of a more of the same kind of thing. To have something like Blueprints, which is, an obscure puzzle game, win an award for design is actually quite awesome.
Like I say, it was pretty spread out in terms of the awards, which is nice. It's nice to get, properly celebrate everyone as opposed to it just being some big budget, AAA title coming and just steamrolling everything because it had like 50 million behind it and in marketing.
Well, this is the thing. I think that's that's somewhat the advantage of when you're having an award that aren't voted on by the public.
Yeah.
Because the public are just going to generally go towards games they know.
What's the flavour of the minute,
Well, it's either that or it's, big companies who have that social media reach going, oh, if you vote for this and make us win the award, we'll give you an in-game reward, etc. Yeah.
Anyway, COD won best music, everybody. It's crap like that.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's usually now an award for like ongoing game or evolving or continuously, game as a service game, and every time those come up, Final Fantasy goes, oh, please vote for us because, if you think the thing is, they tend to do their messages, please vote for us if you think we have done a good job. And they have won a lot of those awards. But they don't incentivize it. They just go, hey, please vote for us. Nothing wrong with going,
please vote for us, but at the same time, it's just like... Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of the
It's when you incentivize them, because there are some games that basically go, if we win, you'll get this.
You'll get
in
this
game for free.
You'll get a free mini BAFTA to call your own. We won't be able to call
not
it
a bad idea.
No, the licensing for it would be ridiculous. But you could call. You could.
It wouldn't be.
You could have like.
It'd be a different.
You could have like something that was like a theatre mask.
Yeah.
Comedy and tragedy mask trophy or something that could be a reference to it.
But it's a weird thing, because obviously the BAFTA is quite prestigious here in the UK. Outside of the UK, do people really know about it much?
It comes into contention during Oscar season. Because it's one of the two things people look to in terms of the Oscars, in terms of Golden Globes for US stuff, but also BAFTAs. If it's won the BAFTAs, if it's been... Actually, it tends to be more if the BAFTAs have ignored it.
True, but again, I feel like that's more for film than it is for game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. For games, the game doesn't matter.
No, I mean, it's still a nice. It's a good thing to say. Hey, this is an award-winning game, and then they go, "What's a BAFTA?" Oh, okay, actually, a BAFTA's quite a big thing. That must mean the game's good. Go on.
Some terrifying day, Geoff Keighley's going to win a Lifetime Achievement Award.
I don't know.
Some terrified... You can't say anything about this, but I can. Some terrifying day, Geoff Keighley... Someone's going to make a decision that Geoff Keighley deserves a Lifetime Achievement Award for... I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
That's the thing.
What?
I don't... That's the problem.
What does he even do?
He sponges money off people.
Allegedly.
Hey, I don't sponsor him. I can't say anything.
I don't know. It's just...
But yeah. I mean, obviously, we've got the former E3 season coming up with the Geoff Keighley show and the Xbox show and the PlayStation show. And
it's the new Geoff Keighley show.
I mean, what, he does 3 or 4 a year now? There's the Summer Games Fest, there's Gamescom opening night live or whatever he calls it.
Dangle
and there's the Game Awards.
Dangle a bauble in front of Kojima. Please come out and play with me.
So I actually know someone that kind of worked with Kojima and like had this. So it's like Geoff Keighley has this weird relationship where he genuinely fawns over Kojima and will do anything for him.
We'd have never guessed, everybody.
But Kojima genuinely still doesn't know who he is.
He's just like, who is this guy?
Yes. No, genuinely he does. So here's the thing. A big example of that was there was someone who was... they were trying to get to Kojima Studio. They were in the area of Kojima Studios. And we're like, I wish I could meet Geoff Keighley while... not Geoff Keighley. Kojima while I was here. On Twitter.
I wish I could meet Geoff Keighley. Get this man to a hospital.
Well, no, so he's meet Kojima. And then Geoff Keighley tweeted back going, call me, I can arrange that. And I was like, oh, really? Turns out, no, he couldn't. he could arrange to have him audition for a voice acting role with the hopes that Kojima would turn up.
Hang on a minute, Rebellion. Hang on a minute. I'm going to the wrong person. I shouldn't be asking. I need to be asking Geoff Keighley. He's got the ins. He's got the ins everywhere, apparently.
Yeah, but I don't think you're a famous rapper, which I think was the reason he did it.
Ah, damn. Not yet.
Not yet. That's true.
Not yet. Give it time.
Just have to be good at poetry to be. I stand firm that rap is more poetry than it is
absolutely,
music.
Absolutely.
I've had some people very heavily argue me on it. Admittedly, some rappers have gone, I don't like that opinion, but I also don't necessarily say it's a bad opinion because it just means that we're better writers of lyrics than we are.
So, in regard to a certain playthrough that I have been working on diligently because I'm in the process of rewriting the fucking game, pretty much, for future LMC streams, which may or may not have divided some people because of artificial intelligence usage in some aspects, them forgetting that I do not have an orchestra and I do not have a game studio. It's cheating. I've written the fucking thing. Leave us alone. There's one of those narrative-driven songs to do with characters is expressly American-style rap.
Yeah, fair.
Because all of them are actually different styles of music. Because I challenged myself because I felt like it. But one of them is very much. Actually, I can tell you more, which might clue you in as to which character it's about. But it's American rap through a Scottish lens. Scottish American rap.
Yeah, I think
it could be anybody on the MCT. But it's in relation to. Anyway, I should veer away from that before people get upset with me and Radio Sega we get turfed off the air for mentioning that such things exist. Speaking of artistic choices, everybody, what about that there Star Fox game that they've suddenly just gone, hey, we did this?
This is someone you really need, someone who's
I'm just like, what the hell? It's just like, okay, so we're remaking Star Fox, but we're gonna make like the all of the characters not anatomically correct, but proportionally correct,
slightly closer than they used to be, I guess. The thing that baffled me was I thought this was like, okay, so they're remaking the N64 version for the second time. And when I said that to someone in work, they were like, no, for the fifth time. It's like, what? It's like, no. The N64 one's a remake of the SNES one, which they then remade on this. They remade on the Wii, and then they remade on
3DS,
the Wii U, and then the
3DS version.
So the 3DS one, they forgot, so it actually went up to 6.
There we go. It's surprisingly, it's like, good luck. Everyone having like proportions which are, if you look at all the characters in Star Fox, you go, Slippy Toad looks the best.
Is that a concern?
I would say it's a concern.
I mean, Fox should look the best, really.
Fox should look the best. It's sort of just it's the feet. It's the feet. It's because that was the whole thing with the Mario movie, right? The Mario Galaxy movie was with Fox, was like the big thing. The big gag was just like, and I've got these amazing boots. So what's the thing we've done? What's the core thing for the design of Fox that we've done? Oh well, we've got rid of the boots. He's just got like normal, like really weirdly tapered down fox legs to like a really small foot. There's going to be a really easy way of defeating this version of Fox McCloud. Is to just push him in the shoulder just slightly, because he'll just fall over.
It's interesting because like the opinion on the designs have been very divisive, because I've definitely seen some people who've been like, the new designs are amazing, and other people it's like, this ruins the game completely.
No,
but the most interesting one is I think the character designer for Fox basically said, the movie version, why did they not stick with the one in the movie? That looks so much better.
Why don't you've got this really good looking Fox McCloud? Yeah. And that's going to be a Fox McCloud that's going to come back because they're now doing, film projects to do with Star Fox, right?
I have no idea. I've not paid attention.
And I really hope they do it I actually hope they do it in the hand-drawn animated style that they showed in the flashbacks for that. But you've got that. You've set that up to a massive audience that probably most of whom probably have not seen Star Fox before, not seen Fox McCloud before, and you've gone, this is Fox McCloud, and then you've just turned around and go, no, it's not. This is Fox McCloud.
Yeah, but then I suspect there's a bit of a division between. I mean, I have a lot of complaints on it, but some of it I can't really talk about. But I do think that
Falco with bird feet looks so wrong.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, as I said, I have played the only version of Star Fox I've played is that 3DS remake, and I lost interest immediately. But I will admit that, in my opinion, if I'm looking for a space game, I want something closer to like the old X-Wing versus TIE Fighter games. Because that's what I got introduced into space combat with. So, I quite enjoyed the GameCube, was it Rogue Leader titles?
Yeah, Rogue Leader. You know what? It's on the shelf next to me.
I love that game. It's not perfect. I definitely prefer X-Wing Alliance because I love the whole you being able to actually control, like how much power goes to your shields and lasers, etc.
Yeah.
For me, Star Fox, like the only Star Fox game I properly played was Star Fox Adventures, and the flying sections I considered the worst part. So different. I mean, it's the same for everyone. It's like my favorite Mario games, the RPGs, but that's because I prefer RPGs. So it's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. It's. I don't know. It's just it's General Pepper looked actually quite good. I will say that, but I think because there was a few things that came out of that. Number one was like, well, we can't have Crystal in this now because I think somebody like showed what Crystal would look like in that style, and she looks awful. But the other thing was the thing that I actually noticed immediately because they showed Cat. And I just looked at the look at the design for Cat specifically, and it's so different and so wrong looking. It's like, what have you done? Again, that's one of the interesting like sub-story bits for Star Fox. Is like, what's the deal between Cat and Falco? I don't think have we ever really had a. Well, you wouldn't be able to say, but
I was going to say you're asking the wrong person.
But have we? I'm not sure we've ever truly had an answer. Like, what's the deal between the two of them? It's never really been. But she looks so bad. Also, I mean, I was laughing during the presentation because they're talking about stuff. It's like, oh, we don't know where Andros is.
Isn't it just a remake? Exactly.
And it's like, where could Andros possibly be? I don't know. Have you tried looking in the place you last saw him?
The big
Venom
thing of this is all going to be
is where. Sorry, what?
I was going to say the big problem with all of this is just literally that who is this game aimed for, and it's just aimed at the old fans of the N64 game. Like.
It's just everyone what we saw in the cutscene. There's everyone going just like, oh, we need Star Fox. You need to find him. Don't worry, General. We'll go and investigate. And it's just like just go to Venom. Just go. Just go there now. There's nothing stopping. It's space. It's 3-dimensional. Go up a bit, and then over and down. If it's such a problem, it's like, and they're still going. We don't know where it is, and then it showed like the map at the bottom of like the line with where you are, and at the end it says Venom. And they went through this whole rigmarole of just like, I do like the fact that they're expanding on the cutscenes and stuff. That's nice. But they just went through this whole massive rigmarole, just like, oh, we don't know where Andros is, and then they proceed to show like the flashback scene where they're on Venom, and James McLeod's Fox's father is there with Peppy, and it's where Pigma betrays Star Fox. And it's like, oh no, it's Doctor whatever his name is, who's Andros, and that obviously, and then James dies ? Or becomes a spirit of battle or some such bollocks. But to go for us, we don't know where he could be, and then to like fucking smash cut to and now here's the exclusive preview of where they saw him last. and where everything happened. If only there was somebody in the team that had that information, looks across the scanner table at the giant rabbit. You know, it's just... It's so silly. It's so silly. But, I mean, yeah.
That's the Nintendo games for you, though, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, well done for them keeping this quiet. Because it really did like take everyone by surprise. It'd be interesting to see if they're using this as a test bed to see like what happens if we don't do any marketing for the game.
Well, you say that there was leaks. There was leaks about that and the Ocarina of Time remake supposedly coming this year.
Oh, I hope the Ocarina of Time remake does materialise, because if nothing materialises for Zelda's 40th, it's 40th, isn't it, for Zelda?
Yeah.
If nothing materialises for Zelda's 40th, I think Nintendo might explode.
Oh, I think Nintendo already has it. Last time I
very angry. Got very angry.
The amount of poor Nintendo, the amount of like genuine hope that something will be announced and I'm just like, please don't get your hopes up, because you will be disappointed. She was
talking the other day, and even in the message she was putting in chat, even in that she was somehow getting more Scottish. As how riled up. Somehow it was in. You could read it and feel it.
The hope for a Twilight Princess remake as well, and I'm just like, that's too soon. It's like no. The last one was the Wii U, exactly. No. You've got to wait another 2 generations at least for them to remake that.
Yep.
But Ocarina. But the thing is, like, I've been a staunch defender that I think the better version of Ocarina of Time is the 3DS one.
Yes, it is.
So many people disagree.
I think. There's a bit of rose-tinted glass. I mean, we've discussed Ocarina of Time, which, by the way, is if there's a video snippet of that from our time discussing our favourite games. Ocarina of Time did come up in that conversation, and that will be actually going up on the LMC podcast YouTube channel in the near-ish future. There's a whole discussion already up there about Wind Waker, which is very much worth looking into. But that's that.
I mean, we've discussed it a few times because we also discussed it in our greatest games of all time as well.
Yes, and we also discussed whether or not it was a little bit overrated and very dated now, which is one of the reasons why I think that they hope they do the remake, because the original one is part of that N64 era, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's lust over as the years move on, the luster disappears.
I think there's two parts of it. Is one, which version do they remake? Are they going to base it on the N64 one? Are they going to base it on the 3DS one?
I think they'll do neither, actually. I think they'll retroactively take the system from Breath of the Wild.
Oh God, no! Please don't.
I think they'll Breath of the Wild Ocarina of Time.
No, I think that's too much effort for them. I genuinely don't think they'll do that. As can be seen with Star Fox, that's too much game design effort.
That map of Hyrule will be like a massively expanded. It'll be the same map, but
no, I'm going to disagree with you.
Hyrule Castle Town is going to be like a fucking Metroplex or something.
Yeah. I think looking at how they're dealing with the Star Fox remake, that's too much effort, because that would involve getting game designers in to redo things, and at the moment they seem to be very adverse to doing that, other than a small few games.
We'll see.
I mean, personally, my hope would be bundle it with a Majora's Mask remake, please. But that's definitely not going to happen, because I'm still waiting for my Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remakes.
That's never going to happen.
No. Again, like, they redid Metroid Prime 1, and I thought, well, Metroid Prime 2 is on exactly the same engine. That'd be their quick port before they get Metroid Prime 4 out. Nope. And then Metroid Prime 4 was a disappointment.
Anyway, Link's crossbow training, everybody. Link's crossbow training being remade. Yes. Being remade. The best Zelda game there's ever been. Link's crossbow training. It's coming soon. So I have one more thing to talk about in today's show.
I may add one more thing if you don't mind.
Yeah, by all means. But
we'll do it after
we'll be cutting and shutting this show into to bits, I suspect. But I wanted to give thanks to another community site out there. I think they're technically still a site. They're an entity. They're an online entity. Social-wise, they definitely are still, which is Sonic Cage Dome.
Yes.
Because Sonic Cage Dome, for our good friend Jay, not Eggman anymore. But good old Jamie, he actually reached out to me a little while back, as in like a few days before it happened, and said, would I be interested in going down to London for the 8th of May to take in and do photos and video for, which I still yet to properly edit, whoops, for Bentley Jones's the London leg of his little Absolution mini tour. So it's like, would you like? I have tickets on behalf of so and so and so and so, and mostly Sonic Cage Dome. But it's like, would you like to come down and see Bentley and TJ Davis as they do this show? And I'm like, oh, you know what? Yeah, sure, I'll come down and just do this thing. By the way, 7th of June, 2026, Birmingham. That's Mama Rouge, which is the place where the concert was last year, the one-off concert last year. Tickets still available. 7th of June, 2026, Birmingham. Mama Rouge, special guest TJ Davis. It was a long show, everybody.
You're getting your money's worth, which is rare for concerts these days. It was a long-ass
show. It was like 4 hours in terms of like start to from like purported start to finish, because there was a bunch of other stuff that was going on, but you kind of got a bit of everything in there, and as I say, it was really good fun. It's if there was, let's say, all sorts going on. Bentley obviously did a sort of bits and pieces from all sorts of avenues, including the was it Music of the Sonic Verse, little trilogy that he's doing of albums and stuff. Did some old tracks, new tracks, things from the past, all the heavy hitters. Dreams of Absolution was right at the end, of course. But yeah, I'd say really good. TJ was there. They kept sort of swapping, so they go out. TJ would do like 3 songs, and then Bentley would come back on and do bits and pieces.
I mean, that's probably to help them do such a long concert.
It breaks it up. It breaks it up. It's different. Yeah. It's different styles of music, obviously, because Bentley's slightly more ballady.
Mm.
And TJ's stuff is very much just like everybody, just blasting it out there, because TJ with her powerful lungs. But TJ did a Sonic Frontiers medley at one point, and very specifically teased that there was something on the horizon linked to the stuff that she did at SonicCon. In that some people noticed, I guessed, and there's other stuff that's happening down the line. We know she's also a guest in the UK's, well, England's leg, the only UK one confirmed so far, for Speed of Sound, or whatever it is. Johnny Gioeli's attempt to get you to remortgage your house. So she's going to be a guest for that. But but that medley done in like her style, all these Sonic Frontier songs done in like a slightly more ballady style. Absolutely amazing.
I'd like to have listened to that, actually.
Well, I was like, hopefully it's going to come out, because it was just, like I say, it was just this medley of songs one into another, like 3 or 4, I think it was.
The Sonic Frontier soundtrack has, at least the lyrical ones, have grown on me. Originally, the only one I really liked was Undefeatable, but as I've listened, I still don't like I'm Here, but Find Your Flame and Breakthrough all have kind of started growing on me.
It's a mixed bag for me, Frontier, because I've still not played Frontiers.
No, that's fair.
But it's one of the, because I'm waiting until I get to the point where I play. Now that Sonic Lost World's out of the way, good fucking riddance. Now I've got what's the next one? What's it called?
Forces
is next, which I've been looking forward to. Forces, actually. And then after
Forces
that,
is a weird
I've got,
one. Yeah.
After that, I've got Frontiers, but I very much want to do them in order, because if I came back to it after doing like Frontiers, Lost World was going to be really odd to do.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, Forces is going to be odd to do as well, but for me, it's a game of two halves. There's the 3D sections, which aren't great, but they're playable, and then there's the 2D sections, which are god awful. Like everything about the classic Sonic sections are just bad in every respect, if I remember rightly.
I'll say whatever the case, it was great fun. It was great fun. Bentley did nearly, bash his brains out on the blimmin' stage because he had his pole dancing pole up again. Yeah, it was weird seeing him do a whole bunch of pole dancing stuff whilst TJ Davis was singing next to him. It's lovely, by the way, their little friendship actually, which has blossomed, because it's very clear that as like they're independent artists and they appreciate each other's work and what they do. That came across quite strongly. But it was just weird seeing Benny just twirl around on his pole whilst TJ Davis is next to him going, yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, definitely it was worthwhile. I'm gonna see if I can get Bentley on this show at some point. Might be a bit late to do it before the Birmingham show now.
Probably, but
like I say, I think it would be good just to do an extra thing post that, and maybe like in the run up to the Cardiff appearance. Because 7th of June in Birmingham, 20th of June is Cardiff as part of a Sonic Fan Fest. Our friends at Sonic Fan Fest, everybody. Both he and TJ will be turning up for that. Special appearances. And then at RakuCon. Is it RakuCon or RakuCon?
That's me.
Anyway, he's making an appearance there on the 22nd of August anyway. So you can check that out. But yes, do so. Go. Say I sent you. He'll get a kick out of that.
Yeah, he probably would actually.
He's a good friend. He'll get a kick out of that. Oh dear. Okay, that's all we've got time for, everybody. We'll be continuing this discussion with more bits and pieces and Hujima Flips next time out. So check out that. If you're watching this on YouTube or you're listening to this via any of the various podcasting platforms, whether or not it's Apple, or you're on the LMC website, or you're going via Spotify or anything like that, please do let us know. Drop a review, do something. Drop a like.
Can you review
Say something. It'd be nice to see. Nice to see someone's actually watching the stuff or listening to the stuff.
Yeah.
But there's more next week. Whatever the case. Back to me and Urtheart talking absolute nonsense. But we will see you then, everybody. Do take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This was a Last Minute Continue production. For more, please check lastminutecontinue.com.